welcome back to the channel, TrainStation2. Alright, there's a new event coming about to Science Station. So apparently there's some of the information I'm going to share with you today is the raw materials as well as the factory materials required. Usually for events you need level 12 in order to play. So you just take note if you have not reached level 12 yet in terms of timeline, 12 March all the way to 3rd of April. So you're going to take note it's a long event whereby you could be spending all your gems, union dollars, or yet you can, including all those metal keys. It's easy to spend everything where you need to buy all the trains required. So I'll come to the trains later on, but for now, just a very quick introduction to the event itself. As usual, once it starts, on it, you're going to check the time. You can actually look at this scientific icon here, like those atoms. Then it will tell you the remaining time left for the event itself. And then of course, next let's hit to the map. All right, so a very interesting map here. I think this is a new event, totally new. I've not played this event before, so I think they put in effort, which is great. Otherwise, it's a repeat of any other normal events that we've played so far. So this is totally new, and I'm really glad that put in effort to do so. So of course, next we're going to move on to the materials. Let's look at first to the raw materials. There are a total of 3: the cobalt, carbon fiber. Last but not least, I think there's another one. I'm not too sure whether we can collect all 3 at the onset, but hopefully we can. Otherwise, a bit tough. It seems like somewhat like an energy. All right, so it's a power cell. All right, great. So it's really scientific here. So with all these 3 combinations of the event raw materials and together with the non-event materials, like for example, I believe probably you need saw blades. You need steel here for sure to make magnet. All right, so you can see a combi of event and non-event items in order to do magnet. And of course, the next one you talk about, both are actually event raw materials. So there are sometimes you really have to fight really hard to keep on collecting. I think at the onset, what I'm going to do, I'm going to collect all the raw materials first, store them in the warehouse before I send my dispatches out. All right, so the next one you can see here is combi again of the raw materials from even a finished product of magnet, as well as the non-event raw materials, copper wire, including power cell, which is a raw materials from the event itself. Then of course you have the electron gun itself. Again, you can see non-event items would be the saw blade that I mentioned earlier. Saw blade, you could really got to spend effort in doing it. All right, then there's the super alloy. So here again is really super in terms of requirements. There's so many items in some of our finished products as well. So definitely very difficult to produce super alloy. If they were asking a lot of a super alloy, it'll be a hard time. So make sure whenever possible you're going to do your super alloy store in the warehouse. All right, so factories wise, we all have one factory for sure, but if you are a paying customer, which I'm not, then you will have 2. Right, so just take note again, the materials required for the non-events are really the copper wire, saw blade, and steel. Right, just take note of these 3 items. Of course, steel you can get it from a steel factory. Copper wire takes some efforts, as well as the saw blade. Right, so you have to make sure you get tons of saw blade, tons of your copper wire ready. Right, so factory again, paying customer, you have 2. Good luck. Right, so non-paying customers, which is free to play like me, we only have 1. All right, I think we can make do with, but I'm going to spend like 110 gems to upgrade for 2 additional manufacturing area. So as usual, event, we will have event coin, event currency here, we have keys and an EP and whatnot. So this will begin eventually from the competition itself. Right, so as we move on here, let's check out there's an epic train. Right, so nanoparticles, all right, can be used to exchange for event keys or normal keys in event shops, and to obtain the NGT cargo epic. All right, this is interesting. I'm not too sure what it means, but apparently when I scroll down later on, you get it. All right, so Eric, Victor, and Vera, these are the 3 contractors that you meet along the way. And we're talking back to the train. I realized later on when I share further, you don't have an epic train in the shop. That's really strange. All right, normally you can change the common rare, epic, and 2 legendaries from the shop. But this event itself, it seems like the epic train is part of the reward itself. All right, as usual, 6 competitions, short and long ones. Short will be 2 days, long one will be 3 days. Normally I fight the first 3 the easiest, and definitely if you can spare more, you'll fight in the last 3. All right, so at the start here, let's check out the common train, the Prima T8 AZ8A common electric. So this is one of it which you can get from the event shops. Probably I think need 500 event keys. Then we talk about the electric Shen 24 rare. So this is another train you can get from the event shop itself. Normally we hit onto the epic, but there isn't. You see, this is what I meant. We hit onto the T1550 legendary steam. This one will cost you 4,000 event keys. Then of course the Hotbat 43 legendary diesel, you need probably 1,000 event coins for this, which is you need to win 3 first in the competition. One competition you get 350. All right, so epic train is nowhere to be seen. All right, I'll come to that later on. Not forget batch trains. Batch trains are the ones that you really need at onset to get, either probably spending real coins, not real money, but coins, and of course keys as well. So you get common and rare train, then they will be required to collect certain controlled raw materials that you can collect with your normal train. So this is something that they've really changed. Then of course, if you're a paying customer, you get more from the event pass itself, right? So definitely this is not for us. Event pass, no way, right? So there's no way you can get the event pass because you're not paying customer. So this is the trains. We're looking at the Black Beetle. Very interesting. I have something similar from a space event, right? So then right, this is the one I'm talking about, NGT Cargo Airpack. All right, so you can gain from completing event jobs with nanoparticles. Okay, so this is interesting. That means that if we've complete 100%, I believe we could have got it this train. Normally, with White Heart, we get 2 legendaries and 1 epic. So I'm not too sure. Does it mean it's better off that we can actually use something else like special building, or maybe change the common and rare train instead, right? So batch trains are the ones I mentioned earlier. You will need it to collect raw materials from the onset. You need to spend your keys. So save up all those precious keys, save up those precious coins right now, the gold we're talking about. And look here, yes, this is the one, Black Beetle, the very nice design train, which I have one similar one. Is a space event. So probably in the anyway, it's not for me. So okay, so additional dispatches, if you are paying customer as usual, that is always the case. So definitely if you're a paying customer, you can enjoy additional factory, and then of course you get the event pass, you get that Black Beetle. So there's something called the brand new outsourcing factory. This is the one that you can grab those probably completed materials straight away, but you got to spend money again, so not for me. Definitely for pay to win. So do start late if you want to avoid the pay to win. So that's something I'm going to share with you. And definitely what you're going to do on set, spend 110 gems, get to 2 additional factory slots, and then spend your Union dollars to upgrade the capacity, although the batch train comes with additional 10 during the event period only. Definitely these are a few things you're going to do. Starting late will be 12 hours late as usual. Alright, so I really wish you having a good time in this totally new event, and at the same time very good luck in winning the first 3 competitions. We're going to spend Union dollars, gems, gold, everything you could, including keys, to get the best out of it. All right, so definitely look forward to this, but let's see how things work out, whether there's really change compared to the previous events. We will know until we find it out when it happens. And definitely at the meantime, do your train tycoon to get more keys and whatnot. So epic train again, NGT Cargo. Hopefully we can get it from the event progressions, and definitely the batch trains you should get the common and the rare Soviet, as well as the common is the DB class. So these are the trains you should really save up your event keys or your or actually not event keys, metal keys, and as well as the gold to buy. And then event keys is for all the trains that we're looking at. Shin 24, there's another one. All right, so this one, Premier. All right, so that's all for the event itself, and definitely things you got to work hard for would be the trains that we're looking at. And in terms of sending out dispatches, always remember to collect raw materials first. Keep your event factories running around the clock 24 hours. Make use of your non-event factories as additional warehousing. This will save you a lot because of the limited warehousing spaces that we have. Thanks so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.